Yo, what is going on, guys? Today I have for you a money game gameplay off of Gamer Saloon. I went with the Bucks, and the Bucks are a very nice team in this year's game. Now, my lineup for them right now is MCW, Chris Middleton, Jabari Parker, Giannis, and Greg Monroe. And I contemplated starting Henson at the 5 and putting Monroe at the 4, but I just didn't like that lineup, and I like the versatility of this one because Giannis, probably one of the better small forwards in the game. This guy can do it all really except for shooting threes. His threes ratings is like a 72, so I really wouldn't recommend shooting with him. But post-patch thoughts, the game, I like it a lot more. Now, there wasn't a shooting patch because you guys know that they don't have to release a patch anymore for shooting. They can just tweak it like roster updates, so that's kind of refreshing. But the game does play a bit smoother now. I have noticed actually that the spin layup is completely dead. Like when they do a spin layup now, like prior to the patch, when players would do a spin layup, like your center or your power forward would flop all over the place and like they wouldn't even defend the ball. But now when they do the spin layup, that shit gets locked. They stop in the paint, your defender's right there, so they really can't do anything about it. Because that was the thing on Gamer Saloon, was to do the spin layup over and over and over again. That's what people used all day on that site, but now it's locked. And also another thing I noticed that has been toned down, or I haven't seen it a lot anyway, was the fast break points. Now I've probably seen maybe 4 to 5 full court passes that led to a dunk on the other end of the court. Prior to the patch, there were probably 4 or 5 alone in a game. Now this is in the span of probably 10 to 15 games since the patch. I don't know how CJ Watson tipped that pass from a 6'9 Giannis, but whatever. Anyway, also, the one thing I really didn't like was that lobs are now really ineffective. I mean, they're not bad, but like sometimes, like for instance, I was playing a league game yesterday in the playoffs, and Andre Drummond was wide open. He just blows a lob like it's like no one's business. Like, I think those need to go a bit up, not as up as they used to be prior to the patch, because they were a bit easy to exploit, but now I think they're a little too difficult. And people, I mean, I can imagine losing a money or a tournament game off of a blown lob just because 2K doesn't want it to be as cheesy. And I'm talking about open lobs. These aren't forced lobs like sometimes you'll see me do, but these are open lobs. They were still just catching them, finishing them, but not actually finishing. Like they would go out of the rim, and it was just so annoying. But besides that, I like the patch. I think it's alright. The game does feel a bit better, and the pick and roll is also not as cheesy as it used to be. You can actually sort of defend it now, and I'll be coming out with a defensive tips video
Get the fuck out of here.
probably within the next week or so, because I know a lot of people have been asking if there's defensive stuff in my guide. No, it is strictly an offensive guide, so if you haven't checked it out, please check it out in the description below. It's on Amazon, PayPal, and Google Play. And so far, 2832, and this guy, I don't know why, but all year, this was a pre-patch gameplay, but all year, I've just been struggling playing against him. I think I'm like 2-3 versus him, and I don't know what it is. Like, he plays man-to-man defense. I get some shots. I just don't hit sometimes versus him, and I don't know. It's a bit annoying, but this guy does have my number this year, so you'll be seeing more gameplays from me versus him, and it's just a bit frustrating knowing that I'm missing wide-open shots sometimes. And like I said before, post-patch, the game is pretty good. The shooting, I feel, is a bit better. I don't know if they updated it or not, but I feel it is a bit better. In my league anyway, there's a huge bike that's went past my window, but in my league anyway, there has been a noticeable difference of shots being made, at least wide open shots with like Kyrie Irving, Bradley Beal. I did trade away Damian Lillard for Kyrie, and I traded away Eric Gordon and Wesley Johnson and Jordan Clarkson for Beal and a few other people as well. So made some moves in the first round of the playoffs right now. Let me know if you guys want to see some playoff videos. I'll be sure to upload those later in the week. But he gets the cut right there with Fournier. 40-40 right now. I'm trying to play some D on Shannon Fry, I believe. But I'm going to force the turnover right here. Find MCW for the dunk. And actually, MCW is a really underrated point guard in this year's game. He really can do it all except for shoot. But he's sort of like a richer man's Rondo almost in a sense, at least 2K wise, not real life wise. He can dish out dimes, rebound, and all that, but he can't shoot like Rondo. But he is a better shooter than Rondo, if that makes any sense at all. But I find Jabari right there. was running my money play, and for some reason he was bringing a double team. He was actually really defending it real well man to man, but I forced another turnover, pushing the ball with MCW. Gonna find Giannis right here, and Giannis may be the best defensive small forward in the game, even better than Kawhi or LeBron or Durant or Melo. I just said Melo for some reason, not sure why, but he may be the best defensive small forward in the game easily, just because his wingspan, his height, he can rebound real well, he bumps people real well, and that's another thing. Key to defense this year is bumping. Playing great user defense and being rewarded is actually one of the best things about this year's game, as Mario Hezonja hits another 3 right there. Hezonja, I tried to draft him in my league, but someone took him probably 3 to 4 picks before me. He has a really easy shot, but I find Chris Middleton again. Middleton came up big in this game because I think he went 3 of 3 from 3, so pretty nice shooter for the Bucks. But Giannis finishes over Tobias Harris right there, basically to put the game into the coffin. And right here, I thought I had an easy lob to Giannis, but a guard smaller than him bumped him out of the way, which makes no sense to me. But he finishes strong at the rim anyway. Easily one of the better finishing small forwards in the game. Try through Jabari to no prevail, but this gameplay has come to a close. If you enjoyed it and are new, please drop a like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out the guide as well. I'm out. Peace.